We have people trapped in an elevator, we've got all kinds of things going on, so there's lots of stress here, and that's why lovely Sabrina keeps having me come back, because she's trying to de-stress you guys so that you can go about your work and your personal life and feel better. So I think everybody should give Sabrina a hand for having these in-house seminars. You're doing a great job. Fantastic, I'd say.
And this one too is repeated already too.
Never mind, I release my stress.
That's right. She's been to the seminar before and she wants to do it again. There's nothing wrong with repeating good information, taking a break, and being able to practice good stress management. So first of all, for those of you that haven't been here today, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Terry Hodgkinson. I do these seminars a lot. I travel internationally and do seminars for my own company. As well, in Canada, I do them in conjunction with the Heart and Stroke Foundation. So there are times where I do it for Heart and Stroke Foundation. There are times I do it just on my own for my own seminars. I actually own a clinic called Positive Changes, and it's just at Islington and Dundas, just a little in South Tohoku there. So I had that clinic for 10 years, and we deal with stress and anxiety and all kinds of different things, from stop smoking to weight loss to fears and phobias, all kinds of psychological things that need to change for people to give them a better quality life. So this is not new to me. I do the speaking because I enjoy doing the speaking, and I enjoy parting with information, knowledge, and sharing that so that we can all benefit from that. Okay? Now, I just returned back from California, where I was helping to do some seminars in California. I'm heading off to Texas in a couple of weeks to do some seminars there. So I do these quite frequently all over the place. And I want to help you today, for those of you that are new to this. This is called the Stress Management Seminar. The first thing that we want to be able to do is discuss, well, what is stress? How many different forms of stress can we have so that we know what events, what circumstances in our life create stress? Okay? We want to know what it does to us physically and also psychologically. Then we want to be able to figure out, well, what can we do about stress to be able to manage it better? Here's the thing. There's only one way to get rid of stress 100%, and that's when you're 6 feet under. Okay? If you're not living, you're not going to have any stress. However, if you're living and breathing and moving through life, you're going to have some aspect of stress in your life. Now, some people say, I don't have any stress. And I say, well, have you ever been caught in traffic and you got frustrated? Sure, we all have, right? It's a little tedious, a little aggravating to be caught in traffic. What are other ways that we get stressed out? Where do we get stressed from in our lives? Who has any suggestions? Boy, this is a quiet one.
So much work.
From the husband.
Okay, relationship stress. Husband, spouse, kids, relatives, you name it, there's relationship stress. Another one over here, work.
Yeah.
Work stress, okay? Anything to do with work is, that's creates challenges, creates stress. What about, what else?
Financial stress.
Financial stress, yes. Right? Bills, payments for the kids, if you've got kids, for schooling or other things, right? You name it, there are financial stresses. Can we get stressed from anywhere else?
Of work.
Yes, we covered that. Work stress, absolutely. What kinds of other stress? There's other forms of stress as well. There's pollution, which creates stress on our bodies, physically on our bodies. Okay? So there's that kind of stress. What other kind of stress?
When you're stuck on the road, you're stressed.
Yeah, we got the traffic stress.
Traffic.
Okay? Anything else?
When you're late for work?
When you're late for work, yes. There you go. There's another stress.
of them all.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. Now, here's something that I want everybody to understand too, because there's something that's called perceptual stress. Okay? Perceptual stress. What perceptual stress is how you see events and circumstances in your life. So, some people have trained their perception to be pessimistic. Now, if you don't know what pessimistic means, it means to look at things negative. I had a client that I was working with, and she came in and she said, I have stress at work, I have stress at home, I have stress in all my relationships, I have stress. And I said, well, tell me how you're seeing things. And so she went on, and every time she spoke of everything in a pessimistic way of looking at it. Okay? So I said, excuse me, because I really got tired of listening to her after a while. Right? And I got up and I walked out and I said, I'm going to get a glass of water. And I came back and I took that glass of water and I put it down on the table in between us. And the glass was in the middle. Okay? And I said to her, how do you see this glass? And she says, well, that's easy. She says, it's half empty. And I said, but could it be half full? And she went, half full? I've never ever seen it that way before. Yeah, I guess it could be half full. And I said, now, if you take that same way of looking at that glass of water and apply it to your personal relationships, and instead of seeing them half empty or half challenging or this, how about if you look at the positive things about it? And what about your work situation? And what about other situations or events or circumstances in your life? She said, wow, she says, all the time I've been going through my life and I've been looking at things is the glass has been half empty. I've never seen the positive side of things. So I've been creating more stress, more anxiety, more pressure, more worries for myself than what really needed to be. Hey, there are real stressors. There are real pressures and challenges in life. If you're stuck in traffic, it's real. I mean, you can't get to work. If you're late for work, that's a real challenge. There are real challenges in personal relationships. There are real challenges with work. But our perception can make them easier for us to manage or make them more difficult. Now, here's the thing.